Alright, hello, and welcome to this very first playthrough of Super Mario Bros. The Lost Levels, or, if you want to be pedantic about it, the original Super Mario Bros. 2. I apologize because the last video ended abruptly. My intention was to pause it and come back to it in a way that you wouldn't even notice. But when I came back, I checked the choppy video and found that it wasn't just OBS, so that's what it was actually translating to the video. That has never happened before. Not that exact problem. So I don't know why it was happening, but I started over and it fixed it. I had to restart the computer and it started over. So here we are, back at 8.4. And I just want to say before we go on, I've been thinking about how I'm going to proceed because I've only got about an hour before I need to shut this off. And I need to beat this game in an hour. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give myself 45 minutes. It's 8:30 right now. At 9:15 p.m., which you won't be able to see, but 45 minutes into the video, if I haven't beaten the game by then, I'm going to start spam saving probably every screen. And I imagine at that point, we'll probably beat it fairly quickly. So, that is what I have decided. I'm going to take a mental health move for myself, be compassionate with myself, and allow myself to beat it that way if I have to. Let's reload this because it looks like the timer was running. But we may not have to. We've still got time. We've got 45 minutes. We'll just have to see. Everything's working now, right? I'm fucking paranoid about it. Alright, I think everything's good. Had to restart everything. But we should be alright now. Video looks smooth again. Don't know why I was doing that. No idea. This is a perfect example of a place where I would save if I... Oh no! And that's why. What the hell happened? I guess I just didn't get enough of a run at it. I will also save there after I do that jump, so I don't have to do that jump anymore. That kind of thing. Probably would pop in a save right here. That kind of thing. But we're going to try to avoid that. We've got 45 minutes to try and beat it in a more fair way. I mean, I've already died so many times. I really would like to beat this without all in one shot. That would be amazing if I could do that. I would be really, really happy about that. Fuck me! I don't know where that goddamn mushroom is. I gotta remember that it's there, man. It's in that general area. Just don't... It takes so long to get back there. By the time I get back, I've way forgotten about that. Where the fucking mushroom... Oh, for fuck's sake. Am I gonna get tilted now? Be careful, Nick. Nice, slow and steady. It just takes so much work and perfection to get to that point, and then to lose it because of that fucking invisible mushroom. It just crushes me. It kills me inside. Yeah, get away from that area. There's just so much going on here, man. We gotta maybe watch the time. That could be an issue here. Alright, we gotta take this at a run. Which means we have to jump from this. Oh, shit. Oh, there's so much to consider right there. Okay, so that is the thing. I need to run from... I'm not going to have enough runway unless I run from the ramp, which I wasn't sure I could do, and I just did it. So good, we've just proven that it can be done. But I need to do it timing where the pillar is, the big pillar on the right. And then there's, and that's not even the end of the level, like, I think there's a significant amount left. Because I pulled up a walkthrough to figure out how to get past that part, which I still haven't done yet, by the way, but at least I theoretically know how now. And, oh no! And there was like, and I didn't look at the rest of the I didn't read the rest of the walkthrough, but I saw how much was left, and it's like, that is not the end. There's more oh, fuck off! I never get hit by that thing. There's more shit to do after that, so... Alright, I'm gonna try and focus here. This is one of the hardest video games I've ever played. That's not, like, super jank. There's a lot of games that have, like, inflated difficulty. Oh, shit! I told myself I was gonna shut up. There's a lot of games that I've played that have, like, an inflated difficulty because they're really jank and broken. Like Lord of the Rings Gollum, for instance. But I wouldn't classify that as a hard game. I would classify it as a broken game. This is just hard. This game is not broken. It is well made. It's just very difficult. Fuck. I don't usually fuck that up. Alright, I'm gonna get a little bit quieter here. Because I need to try to focus. I need to beat this game really sooner than I said. Like, I need to be wrapping up, like, now. So, I don't know, I may move that... I really don't want to, but... Let me think about it. Alright, that's it. That's it. No, I can't. I just can't take it anymore. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to start doing rolling saves in the places that it just makes the most sense, where it'll save me the most time. Fuck it. It just has to be okay. I need to beat this game, and I need to beat it now. So now, what that's going to look like is we're going to start down here instead, which will save me time. And then I'm going to do it again once I get through that water part. I tried. We're still gonna beat it, it's just, you know, we're already cheating, I mean... Okay, so, I'm gonna create another save point here, and the reason I'm doing it here is because I really want to try to figure out how to get this part done without sacrificing that mushroom. We can keep going, but I'm not gonna save after that. I bet I can, if I really go for it, if I give it all my attention, I bet I can figure out getting through that. This fucking guy. Okay, so what that's gonna look like now is we're gonna go back here. So this is gonna increase my pace significantly. Hey, we did it. So that's another save. So now we don't have to worry about anything behind us ever again. Shit. Fuck. God damn it. Okay, that's a PB. See how much faster we go when we're doing that? We're already at a PB. Nailed it. I'm not going to save, though, and I'll tell you why. Whoa, what the fuck are you? That was like a different kind of Bowser. Am I supposed to jump on it? Surely not. This is it. Okay. So we're gonna beat this quickly now. And I'm okay with that. I cheated a little bit. Okay. Damn it. Oh shit. If I can get to that next room without losing that mushroom, then I will do a save. That's not good. Yeah. Oh shit. Okay, that's okay. What are we doing on time? Guess we're okay? I don't... That could be that's a possible problem. That's why I've got 4 rolling saves. I need to go back and make up some time, I can. Although I won't be able to make up much. Shit, that's a tough jump. I think I did it the first time. Ah, shit. Alright. See how much time this is saving me. It takes me multiple minutes to get back here, and that's if I play perfectly. Shit. It also skews the deaths a little bit, I know. That was already happening. Okay. Okay, that's okay. I'm gonna have to run under him, I think. so there's like a fake Bowser, I guess. Nailed it. That's a new... Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Oh, no. Oh, I'll just take a death, thank you. No thanks. I'm not going back to that. You fucking high? Damn it. I accidentally load instead of save. I haven't... That's the first time I've made that mistake playing this game. Damn it. At a crucial moment. Maybe I ought to just run under him. Oh, fuck. Just let the fucker eat you. Hey, I'm not doing that. You're gonna have to stop for a second and then wait for your opportunity, Nick. You're not gonna be able to just run through it. And that you gotta run under. You gotta run under him there. Okay. I might be able to do it anyway, I don't know. If I can run under him, let's do it. Let's just keep running straight and just run right under him. That's what you do. That's what you fucking do. What's this? What is this? What is this? Oh, thank Christ. Oh, God. Pieces paved with kingdom saved. Hirata Mario, our only hero. This ends your trip of a long friendship. 100,000 points added for each player left. Oh. No, I had a bunch. 1,000,000 points. That looks like a fucking ending to me. And now that we know you have to beat World 8 times to get to 9, that's definitely not the core experience, so that's like a true ending shit. We don't do that shit here, so. Alright, is that it? Is it just gonna do that for a while now? It looks like it. We present Fantasy World. Let's try 9 World with one game. No. I'm going to create a suspend point there, because I might do it off recording, but that's not part of the core experience. I've beaten the game. I don't know what this shit is, but I'm not doing it. It said on the internet that I had to beat the game 8 times to get to that. Does it just... I guess it just automatically goes there on Switch? It's not part of the original core experience. It's not part of the game. It's not part of the core game. I have beaten Lost Levels. I am going to make that decision for myself. Alright. Let's talk about it. Well, actually, hold on. First things first. Let's got to do things in order. The bottom center of the screen says that we've beaten 84 games this year and 406 since we started doing this. Those numbers are lies. We have now beaten 85 games in 2023 and 407 since we started doing this in 2020. Cool. Those are updated. All right, so here's the deal. When I came into this, I had heard that Lost Levels was harder than Mario 1. I did not realize that it was 15 times harder by the death count. It's so much harder It's so much harder. Every level is just... You got to play it perfect. You got to play it every level perfect. Lots of precision jumping, precision platforming. You know what it actually reminds me of? Celeste. A little bit. The way that the platforming has to be perfect. But with Celeste, if you died, you got to start over on the very screen you were on. That is not the case in this game. You got to start the level over. So it was hard. So you had to play the whole level perfect. Pretty much. There's very little wiggle room. And, you know, there are two kinds of difficult games. There is the game I just beat a couple weeks ago, Ninja Gaiden 2, which is extremely difficult because it's broken and jank and not really fair. And you're just gonna die a lot because it's just unreasonably difficult. Not just unreasonably difficult, like it's probably almost impossible to get through that game consistently because it's just not fair. Some of the hitboxes aren't fair. Some of the platforming isn't consistent and therefore not fair. Another great example of that with a newer game would be Lord of the Rings Gollum. That game, I died a ton in that game, but it wasn't because the game was like really challenging. It's because it was broken. And that led to a lot of deaths. The second type of difficult game is this, or Dark Souls, or Dark Souls 3. Dark Souls 1's a little broken, but the later Dark Souls games, Bloodborne, Sekiro, Elden Ring, Super Mario Bros. Lost Levels, because it's not broken. It's just designed to be very challenging, but it is well put together. It is good at what it is doing. It is just designed to be an incredibly challenging game. And they succeeded at what they were doing. Lord of the Rings Gollum wasn't really designed to be a terribly challenging game. It's just because it's broken, right? This game is not broken. It is well done. The platforming is consistent. There's a couple of little weird things with hitboxes, but for the most part, this game is very well made. And so anytime that it's difficult, it's because they wanted it to be. And I have a lot more appreciation for that kind of difficulty than I do for the other kind. If you told me I was going to die 829 times playing any video game, I would have told you that game is either broken or it's going to be one of my favorite games. Because if I can get through it, I like that kind of challenge. And I enjoyed immensely at times the challenge that this game threw at me. I wasn't expecting it, but once I realized what I was up against, and I got into that mode of like, okay, it's time to get fucking sweaty and get good. I like being in that mode. As long as I'm making progress. And I was. It wasn't until the very last level in this game that I really, really stopped making progress. And that's one of the hardest levels in any game I've ever played. So, and that's not a bad thing, you know? So I guess all that to say, like, I appreciated the challenge. And so I really enjoyed the original Mario Brothers when I played that and ranked it. I don't remember where I ranked it, but it was respectable. And this one's better, I think. I think that this is a better game because it's more challenging. There are definitely some times where it's like, okay, that's horseshit. You're going to make me do that kind of jump? But I would find myself saying that, and then within 3 or 4 attempts, or maybe 10 or 12, depending, I get to where I can consistently do it. And then I don't feel that way anymore. And then I enjoy nailing it, you know? And that was how this game was, like, every level. Every level, I would be garbage at it, and I would die 50 times, literally 50 times in a single level. And then I would get to where I got through the entire level without making a mistake. And that felt fucking good. That felt really fucking good. So I liked that. I think I'm going to rank this game higher than 1. Now, that's not to say that this game is perfect. I think there's one thing about this game that I really didn't enjoy. I'm not saying it's objectively bad necessarily, but I did not enjoy it. And that was the levels where you have to go through them in a very specific way in order to be able to proceed. You got to go down this very specific pipe. You've got to, or the level will reset. You've got to go to take the top path, and then the bottom path, and then the middle path. And if you don't do that exactly, the level resets. And in the original Mario, there were one or two of those, and I believe there are some in the later Mario games too. But they're reserved for like a couple of dungeons in the later levels, you know. This game did that shit all the time. I mean, there were 7, 8 of those levels, and they weren't just the 8-4 or 6-4. It was like, it'd be like 6-2. There's a puzzle level, and to call it a puzzle level is not quite right, because it's not a puzzle. You're not going to figure it out the first time if you're really smart. It's just trial and error. It's just, okay, well, let's try the top and the top. Okay, let's try the top and the middle. Okay, let's try the top and the bottom. Okay, let's try the middle and the top. And you go do that all the way through until you finally get the combination. That's not a puzzle. That's just rolling the dice over and over until you get what you need. You know, and I don't enjoy that. I don't think that's fun. And especially in a situation where you've got limited lives, that can get in the bin. I just don't appreciate. Maybe, I guess a lot of people probably do like that. So like I said, I'm not saying it's objectively bad, but it is going to affect where I rank this game, because I really didn't like those levels. And I would try them a few times. And the first one I really gave a good college try. And after about 30 minutes of just floundering, I finally looked it up. And from that point forward, anytime I realized it was one of those levels, I would try it a couple of times, and then I would just look it up. And I was okay with that. Whatever. That's more fun to me than just fucking rolling the dice over and over again. That's just not fun. That's just not fun for me. So I don't really like that choice. But outside of that, I really don't have any big complaints. That's my only big complaint. It's just that. Everything else that I really struggle with in this game is just because I wasn't good enough, and because it demanded that I be perfect or close to perfect. And, you know, that is something that I appreciate, especially once I get there. You know, I get that sense of accomplishment that you're supposed to get. And this game, this is like the fucking Dark Souls of Mario games. I don't know if anyone's ever said that before, but I mean, this is like a fucking really hard Mario game. Maybe the hardest? I mean, I don't know. I haven't played most of them, but I will. I'm glad it's over, though. It was hard. And I did have to cheat a little bit. I did. I mean, I saved at the beginning of every level so that I was playing at the beginning of every level when I died. I wasn't spam saving in the middle of levels. But it was effectively so that I didn't have to worry about lives. So that if I died, I could just reload my save at the beginning of the level instead of spawning at the beginning of the level and losing a life. So I played it that way the entire game, except for the last level. The last level, I ran out of time, and I played it for an hour. It's so hard. I played it for an hour, and then I finally was like, all right, after a couple of screens, I'm going to save. And after I get this mushroom, I'm going to save. And then once I started doing that, I beat it within 10 minutes. So, and yeah, it does sting a little bit that I had to do that. It does. It really does. But by my standards, have I beaten the game? Yeah. Yeah. It's not as satisfying as if I had done it legit. It's not. But I still can look myself in the mirror and say that I beat Super Mario Lost Levels. I'm comfortable with that. I don't care if anybody else is. I know that there are other people that feel differently, and I just don't care. So, all right. We did it. Let's see. All right, so normally this would be the part of the video where I would say, well, Mario Lost Levels, it's been fun, but we're now going to delete you from our console and never play you again. That won't be necessary because it's part of the NES thing, so we don't have to do that. We're not going to delete the NES thing because we're going to be using that again. I haven't played Tears of the Kingdom yet. This is my wife's Switch. Just FYI. I'm waiting to play that. I'm going to beat all the Zelda games before I get to that one. All right, so that's it for Mario Lost Levels. Just quick roadmap before I end in case you're interested. The next Mario game that I play will probably be a couple of months away. And the reason for that is that starting tomorrow, this list above me kicks in. So tomorrow's August 22nd, which means 2 games come out. Fort Solis, which I'm going to play first because it's probably short. And then as soon as I beat that, I'm going to play Immortals of Aveum, probably the next day, I imagine. I don't think Fort Solis will be that long. So 23rd, I'll start Immortals of Aveum. That'll probably take 2 to 3 days. So August 24th is when Blasphemous 2 comes out. I will not make opening day on that. I'm going to beat it I'm going to start it as soon as I beat Immortals of Aveum. So I'll probably start it on the 25th or the 26th. And as soon as I beat Blasphemous 2, I will play Armored Core 6, which comes out the very next day. I'm a little worried I may give up on Armored Core, because that doesn't exactly look like my kind of game. But I'm going to try it. And that's going to take some time. That may take me a week to beat. And so as soon as I beat that, I'll start Under the Waves, which is this cool little indie game that comes out on August 29th. And then by the time I beat that, it'll probably be time for Starfield to come out on September 6th. I may have time for one game to fit in there, maybe. Depends on it. Armored Core is the big variable there. And also on September 6th, Baldur's Gate 3 comes out for console. So as soon as I beat Starfield, I'm going to play Baldur's Gate 3. Again, that game's not exactly my kind of game either, but I'm going to try it. I feel like I have to. Everyone's fucking crazy about that game. And it does look cool from what I've seen on like TikTok and stuff. And by the time I get done with that, it'll probably be close to September 19th, at which point Lies of P comes out. So I'm going to try and play that on day one. I'm going to try and have all that stuff done by September 19th. Maybe get a game or two in between those. Lies of P comes out September 19th. Very excited about that. That's probably the game I'm the most excited about of all of these coming up in the next month, is Lies of P. That's exactly my kind of game. But on the exact same day, Mortal Kombat 1 comes out. And I played Mortal Kombat 11 story mode and loved it. That was before I started doing this list. That was back in 2019. But I'm definitely interested in playing the Mortal Kombat 1 story mode, because those have always been super fun. And then there's more after that, man. It's just one after another for basically the rest of the year. So it's going to be mostly new games from here on out. But I will try, when I have time, I'm going to try to play. I want to play Mario 2 will be the next one, I believe. I'll have to check the list because I want to play all the Mario games, like all of them. The golf games, the tennis games, the fucking RPGs, Luigi's Mansion. I'm going to play all of them in order. The Paper Marios. I want to play all of them in order for release. So I'll have to check, but I believe Mario 2 is next. Like Doki Doki Panic Mario 2. And so hopefully in the next couple months I'll have time to fit that in somewhere. That probably won't take as long as this one did. And there's a bunch of other games that are like on my short list, but I'm not going to go over them all now because I don't know when I'm going to get to them. So, all right, that's it. If you're still here, if you watch this whole video, or even if you watch the last few minutes and you hear my voice now, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. My primary reason for recording these is just for posterity and documentation purposes, but I do appreciate when people occasionally tell me that they enjoy them. So, thank you. All right. I hope you have a wonderful night, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.